Hi everyone, Roxana from the Data Services team here at GameAnalytics. Today, we're going to talk about Metrics API. Metrics API is used by customers that want to have a high-level view on key metrics across all their games in a nearly instantaneous way. As its name indicates, it's an API, therefore, you will need to address it programmatically. Now I'm going to dive into 3 use cases, the most popular ones that are used by our customers. Retention, one of the most popular use cases. How addictive is my game? How many people are coming back to play one day after? I'm going to show you how to access via the terminal a Metrics API, even if this is probably not going to be how you're going to be using it. What we have here are 2 pieces of code. This one that is accessing the Metrics API with curl. So I'm going to assume that you have already installed curl. And then we have 3 lines of code that are just formatting the results into a CSV. For the interesting part here, we have to make sure that we have the URL for the metric that we're looking at. I've retrieved this URL for retention through this page, where you have all the metrics of the Metrics API. So I put that in. I obviously put in the API key that you need to use to have the Metrics API. For this, you will need to have ordered the Metrics API via our web page. And then there's a query. So I'm going to be looking at this specific game. On one day, I'm going to be splitting the results on 2 dimensions, platform and country code. If I was just looking at one, I would have typed in group, and I'm just going to look at retention on day 1. Now I'm going to show you the results through the window. So what you see here is the retention on day 1, split across country code, US, Pakistan, Denmark, Germany, with the platform, iOS, and the actual number. So in this case, 35% of players are coming back one day after for US. For Pakistan, it's 45%. So Pakistan seems to be unusually high in retention compared to the other countries. And now we're going to see the top 3 countries with the highest RPPU, average revenue per paying user. As before, we have 2 bits of code, this one, which is calling out to the API, and this one, which is just formatting the results into my computer. I copy-paste the URL link for RPPU, which we can find in the documentation, and then I do my query. So because I want to only have the top 3 countries, I put in limit 3. My dimension is country code. It's a group because it's just one dimension. I have a day granularity, and I'm just going to look at the 1st of July. And now I'm going to show you the results in a separate window. The results for RPPU. In this case, we're going to have the average revenue per paying user plus the country code plus the number of paying users and the total revenue. We have only 3 lines because we have the top 3 in RPPU. And as you see, they're by order. So average RPPU 10.985 in Denmark with only 2 paying users and a total revenue of $2,197. Then we have US 9.11 and Pakistan at 6.3. And now for the last use case. Progression of new players per country. In this case, what I want to see is a period of time. In this case, we're going to be looking at 6 days, starting on the 7th of July. I want to split it between the game ID and the country code. Therefore, I type in split, and that's going to give me the series of new users per day for those 6 days. And now I'm going to show you the results in a separate window. The new users in a period results. What we have here is the country code, game ID, and new users, starting by Germany, Denmark, Pakistan, US. This is day 1. And then it restarts again with Germany, Denmark, Pakistan, US, up to 6 times. There is only one game, and we have 55 users in Germany on the first day, so the 7th of July. Thank you for taking the time of watching this video. I hope that by now you have a feeling for what Metrics API is as a product, and please reach out to us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to speak with you.